Are you looking to do deals and master flipping houses? Welcome to the DoDeals Show with our host, Mr. Tim Mai. As a successful investor and mentor to many real estate investors, Tim's students consistently run 6- and 7-figure investing businesses. Each week, you'll hear from top real estate investors who share the best strategies, systems, and secrets that you can use to be more successful. Tim and his guests will pull back the curtain for you to learn their exact tactics, tricks, and tools that are working best right now in today's real estate market. Now, let's welcome Mr. Tim Mai.
All right. Well, hello there, my friends on Facebook. We are live, Daniel. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this. Today, I have my good friend Daniel Wiafe on the line with us. And Daniel he's a real estate investor, also an internet marketer. So he knows a lot about how to generate free leads online. He's been doing this for a while, especially real estate investing since 2010. Done over 120 deals. He had a HDTV show called Flipping the Heartland. So he's been around. Daniel, can you share with everybody on Facebook right now, what is your best tip, your number one tip for how to generate free motivated seller leads on the internet?
Okay, so I tell you the tip, Tim, and everybody else, but I'd have to kill you if I told you. Just kidding. But look, one quick tip that anybody who is looking to generate more motivated seller leads can do is use YouTube, okay? So it's a free source for you to get out there and get more traffic, people calling you that are motivated and want to sell their house fast. And basically, do you want me to tell how to do a YouTube video?
Yeah, like just, of course, we don't have time to go in very depth. We'll do that in the interview for sure, like the full interview, but just for this purpose, like just sort of quick, like how does that work?
Okay, cool. So I'm going to give you guys a 30-second pitch, all right? So you are going to create a fun, informative video, okay? Don't make it boring. Don't make it dull. Be excited. You're going to answer a question that a motivated seller is going to have, okay? So how do I sell my house fast? How do I sell a house that I just inherited? How do I sell a vacant property, okay? 5 tips to how to sell your house for sale by owner. And you're going to answer that, okay? Use a selfie cam, okay? Get your phone out there, record yourself, and then you're going to use the keywords that your sellers are looking for, and then you're going to save that as the file name of your video. You're going to upload it to your YouTube channel, and then you are going to go to places like pingomatic.com and then ping that video. And then typically within a few days to a couple weeks, your video should be up on the first page of Google.
Wow, that's super simple. Okay, so when you say name the file name with the keyword, you're talking about the title of the video or the actual file name, the file itself?
Actually, both, Tim. So you're going to name the file name of the video the keyword, okay? So the keyword may be sell house fast Houston.mp4, because when you're recording it on your cell phone, it's going to name it something crazy like East S1234 or whatever, right?
Right.
Don't want it that way. You want it to be saved as the keyword name, okay? Because that's going to give it more juice, okay? And then when you upload it to YouTube, you're going to put Sell House Fast Houston for the title, and then you also want to add call 555-5555, whatever your phone number is, okay? And then when your YouTube video appears on the first page of Google and people that are searching for you and your service find that video, your video is going to stand out amongst other people's listings, right? And then they see your phone number and they're going to be like, I need to call this person to sell my house fast. Okay, that's simple.
That is super cool, and I never knew that the file name matters. So good to know that it matters. Okay, and then what was that website that you said to go and ping? Was ping dot something?
Yeah, so it's pingomatic.com. So P-I-N-G and then O-matic.com.
Pingomatic.com. Awesome. All right, everybody, you heard it. Great tip. Make sure you implement it. We are going to continue with the rest of our interview here offline. And so if you like this video, if you like this so far, make sure you keep an eye out for when we post the entire video, the entire interview. For now, share it with your friends, leave us comments, press like, connect with Daniel. And with that, we'll see you later, Facebook.
I love it.
Awesome. All right. We'll continue with the rest of our interview now. So Daniel, take us back, buddy. I know your background wasn't real estate investing. So take us back, how you got started in real estate investing, what got you interested.
All right. So when I got started, I'm not going to tell my age by going way back, but
so when you got started, when you were still in diapers a few years ago.
I was still in diapers. And I was sucking from a bottle and all that. Y'all don't want to hear that. But seriously, when I got started, I went through bankruptcy at an early age, Tim.
Oh, wow.
And I was probably 20 or 21 years old when I went through bankruptcy, made a lot of stupid decisions in college. And so I got through there, and then I decided, working a job is not for me. So I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, read a bunch of books, jumped into internet marketing. I had huge success within a couple of years in internet marketing, where I got to 50 to 80K a month profits. Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry, revenue.
Okay.
And I was pocketing about 30 to 40K net profits, right? And that ride lasted for about 2 years. Okay. And that was pretty big. When I was 24, 25, 26 years old, I thought I was on top of the world. Okay. But things came crashing down. I came back down to earth, and, pretty much overnight, Tim, I got blacklisted by Google because I was doing a lot of affiliate marketing. Okay.
Okay.
And so you know as well as I do, Tim, once you're making a bunch of money, you cannot go back to working at JOB or working at Starbucks or Burger King or something like that. Right.
Yep.
And so what I did was, for the next 3 years, I was just searching for the next thing that would be my business. Okay. And then I stumbled across wholesaling. Okay. I was listening to a bunch of iTunes videos, and I got a guy who was teaching wholesaling. Okay. And so I did further research in YouTube, and this was around 2009, 2010. And I saw that there were people out there flashing checks like $5,000 and $10,000 and $20,000 checks. Right. And I said, wow, if that guy over there can do it, I can do it too.
Right.
So, basically, Tim, I started putting out bandit signs back then. Mm-hmm. And I started getting leads coming in, and slowly but surely, I had a few knocks on the head. But eventually, within 7 to 8 months of me starting, I did my first deal, and I believe we made $6,500 on that deal.
Wow, that's good. Okay, so you have this entrepreneur bug since college. I've never heard anyone filing bankruptcy in their 20s. That's crazy.
Hey, I was trying to break records.
I
filed bankruptcy on $18,000 in debt, Tim.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that got you into the internet marketing, doing affiliate marketing. And then, so what, was it 2010 that you started in the real estate investing business, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I know now, like a lot of your leads that you get are from the internet marketing that you do. So share with us, like, what, I know there's so many different ways to market online. You have YouTube, you have Facebook and Twitter, all of that. So can you simplify for us all, for all the non-techie out there, like, which ways we should best focus our time and attention on?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll try and keep this as non-geeky and non-nerdy as possible, Tim. So what the key things that I focus on is SEO and paid marketing via Google AdWords.
Okay.
I think that's a strategy that everybody should focus on concurrently, okay? And what's going to happen is Google AdWords, the pay-per-click side, is going to get you leads immediately, all right? But you doing the SEO, which is getting your website and your videos on the first page of Google, where they're organically listed and people will see it, that's free, okay? Once your stuff is up there and you keep doing the work to keep it up there on the first page of Google, that stuff is free, okay? So I tell everybody that they need to focus on both two strategies.
Gotcha. Now, when you're talking about SEO, are you talking about ranking your pages within your website, or are you talking about the YouTube kind of SEO?
I'm talking about both. So I believe in totally dominating. Okay. So when somebody's doing SEO, which is search engine optimization, I know that sounds geeky for some of you guys listening to this, but SEO is the science of you getting your websites, your videos, any type of content that you can put online on the first page of Google. Okay. Because when people are doing a search, they do a search, and whoever's on page 1, that's who they're going to go with. If you're on page 2, 10, 500,000, nobody's going to find you. Okay. So like you need to be on page 1. Okay. And there's certain ways that you get your sites and your videos listed on page 1. You need to get backlinks to your websites. You need to get eyeballs on your websites. You need to get different strategies, social media, embedding your videos on websites. And I'm trying not to get too geeky, so let's just focus on backlinks.
Gotcha. Okay. So all the, I know a little bit about SEO, but the backlink stuff, they still work?
They do. They do.
Okay. Good to know that. Okay. So obviously SEO is a longer term strategy, right? That's why you recommend to also do Google ads so you can get leads right away. But at the same time, building your website, optimizing your website for the long term.
Exactly. Because I mean, it's just like real estate. Okay, so you can do wholesaling and fix and flips, and that's going to get you cash, in the short term and the midterm. But long term strategy is going to be buying rentals, okay, and holding them. Okay, now both two strategies are good, but one who is looking to be well-rounded should be pursuing both at one point or another.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. These SEO stuff and Google AdWords stuff, I mean, it is more complicated than, for most people. Do you recommend that they go out there and hire someone who knows how to do these things, or do you recommend even a newbie investor learn how to do these things themselves?
That's a great question, Tim. If you are technologically savvy and like stuff just comes easy to you, and you're not looking at me talk and say, wow, he is such a geek, get off the screen, right? Hopefully I haven't scared anybody off of the podcast, but if you are cool with doing that, website design and whatnot, then learn how to do it, okay? But if you're kind of like, I don't want to do this, then yeah, hire somebody else to do that, okay? Now, the only caveat behind hiring somebody is you got to make sure, just like with anything, that you're hiring the right person, because if you hire the wrong person, some people will take your money, they'll walk off with it, or they may not do a good job, okay? Yeah. So, because, I mean, they're not going to, sometimes folks don't know what keywords to target, and especially in the real estate niche, the keywords, the cost per click can be pretty expensive, okay? In some markets, it can be $12, $15, $20 per click, okay? And that's a lot of money to be spending and wasting if you're not doing it right. Right.
Yeah, I used to hire a guy. It was a lot of money, man. It was like $4,800 a month to do SEO, just to do SEO for my website, for we buy houses, sell my house fast. And it was like it wasn't, it is a longer term strategy, so it didn't generate leads fast enough. So I let him go after, I think, 4-6 months, something like that. I was like, damn, this is just like costing me way too much. But yeah, so that, that is the, I'm sure nowadays it's probably a lot cheaper to do it. This was back in, we're talking about, this was back in 2006, 7, 8, where there wasn't as many service providers as there are now, I'm sure, for this kind of stuff. Okay, so
and real quick, Tim, can I share a good reputable site for people to check out if they want to get SEO services?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so go to thehoff.com. So
spell that.
thehoff.com. T as a tango, H-E, H as a hotel, O-T as a tango, H as a hotel.com. Okay. And those people, they, I haven't looked at them in a while, but they charge about $200 to $500 a month, and they do a really, really good job at doing continual SEO service.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, that's awesome. Cool. Obviously, the SEO stuff that we do for our real estate business is very localized, right, to the city that we're in. So what's so out of the SEO, the pay-per-click, the YouTube, do you have an idea of the percentages of deals that you get from each of those?
I don't have my analytics put on my website properly, so I don't even really track it. I just know that I get leads coming in, and so I definitely know it needs to get better. But no, what's happening is I'm getting a good frequency of leads coming in from the SEO, and the reason why I know that is because I was getting leads coming in from my SEO before I started my pay-per-click strategy.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then when I'm doing the pay-per-click strategy, I'm just looking to make sure that my click-through rates are good and whatnot, and I'm actually getting calls. Okay, so it's kind of hard for me to track it just because a lot of people will call me, and I haven't set it where Google gives me different tracking numbers that people will call and it will track.
So is your phone number on the ad itself?
My phone number is on the ad itself. On the there's a little drop down listing that can drop down below the ad. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Now, so when that happens, that means are you paying? Are you having to pay Google at all? Since they're not clicking.
Yeah, when people call from let's say the mobile phone, then yeah, you're gonna get charged. But the good thing is, if people are finding your ad on the mobile phone versus the computer, they're gonna charge you less money per click. Oh. So it may cost me, let's say, $11 for somebody to click on my ad on the computer. But if they're on their mobile phone, oh my God, I got to sell my fire-burned house.
Yeah.
Okay. And they dial my phone number, it may cost me $6 a click or $7 a click.
I see. Okay. And do you have an idea of the percentage of people are calling you versus going through the website?
Most people are calling me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because it's kind of hard to track that, Tim, because most people will call you. I would say probably a good 65-70% of people will pick up the phone and call you, or even text, because I have a message on my site saying call or text this number. And then some people, if they don't want to talk, they'll just fill out the form on my website.
Gotcha. Okay. That's cool. Okay. I haven't been ads, that's direct to mobile phone yet. I need to test that. That's good. Okay. All right. And so what kind of, I know you do mostly wholesale deals, and then some of them you flip. How do you decide what deals you wholesale or what deals you flip?
All right. So I know you and I were talking and giving our little war stories about fixing and flipping, and I did some fix and flips, Tim, and I lost all my hair.
That's a good reason.
I used to have luscious hair just like Tim, and I lost it all. Okay, a few bad fix and flip deals will do that to you. So I changed up my model, you guys, where I'm a wholesaler first, and then I will cherry pick the fix and flip deals that I do. Okay, and some of the criteria that I choose to follow, Tim, and everybody else watching this, is as long as the repairs are underneath $20K, and as long as I can make at least $20K on the profit on the fix and flip, then I may go after that. Okay, but I only want deals that are very minimal risk to me.
Right.
I don't want any big, huge HDTV type flips.
Yeah, no, I mean, those deals look very sexy, but when you actually do them, it's a completely different animal, right?
They're not sexy.
They're not sexy. They're not sexy.
36, 24, 36. They're like...
Yeah, there's tons of risk in those bigger deals. You know, the more expensive the home, the more repairs you need to do on the home, the more riskier they become. So, the fix and flip the easy deals is definitely what I recommend as well. So, all right, cool. So now I know that you're transitioning. No, not necessarily transitioning. Expanding, I should say, your lead sources over to. You still do bandit signs and then over to bird dogs as well. So share with us about your marketing strategy of doing more offline stuff like that.
Okay, great. So I haven't gotten into that strategy yet. So I'm going to get that implemented here in this month in March and April. Mm-hmm. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a company called birddog.com.
What? There's a company that does that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy, right? And it's birddog.com, and it has 2 G's at the end. Okay. And I believe that's how you spell it. Yeah, 2 G's at the end. Okay. And what they do is, I believe you pay like $40 or $50 a month, and they'll have an online platform where you can pretty much get all of your bird dogs together. And you have them in one sexy place online, and they can snap pictures and give the criteria of the vacant properties that they're finding.
Gotcha.
Okay. And what I'm going to do to actually get leads into that system, Tim, is I'm going to use Craigslist ads, and I'm also going to use Facebook ads. Okay. And then I'm going to just create an ad that says something to the effect of make $500 to $1,000 per house or something to that effect. Find vacant properties. If I close on them, I'll pay you, and then I'm going to funnel them over to that bird dog accounts.
Gotcha. Okay, is that similar to who's the one that runs it? Do you know?
I do not know.
A buddy of mine, Domar Cross, has a similar software. I forgot what it's called. Prospect something. But okay, cool. And I was interviewing another friend that he's doing something very similar, except for instead of paying them a referral fee, he calculated to just pay them upfront, like I think he said it was $5 or $3 a lead, a vacant house. He found that he was able to retain more bird dogs that way. And it's very clear for them, like they get paid, right? And then so he just have a system to sort of weed them out if they submitting bad leads and stuff. But yeah, that's a great definitely a great idea. I'll check out the website as well.
And that's actually a really good idea, paying them per lead. Paying them a small fee per lead, because definitely I can see how that definitely keeps them motivated.
Yeah.
And does he pay them when he does a deal or no?
No. He's just paying them. I don't know if he's doing it as a weekly thing, but yeah, so regardless if that lead turns into a deal or not, just getting that lead and he'll just take it on from there. He said that it was easier to manage the bird dogs that way. It's clear for them. They get paid up front, so they're not checking on did that deal close? All of that.
Yeah, because people will think that you're screwing them. Because I can see people go to work for 2 weeks and they're like, okay, well, this sucks, so I'm not getting paid, so they stop.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, that could be something something worth trying.
So I'm gonna feel that.
Okay. Awesome. So you had a show, right? You were a superstar on HDTV at one point.
Me? Put on my superstar glasses.
Awesome. So how did tell us a little bit about that show? How did you land that deal? I want to be on TV.
Hey, I will tell you, The TV thing, Tim, is not as glamorous as most people think. There's good, bad, and ugly behind it. And when the ugly hits the fan, it gets real ugly. It's not ugly, it's oogly. Okay. But the way we found it is I've had a YouTube channel for a few years. It's youtube.com/houseflippingninja. And I would put out a lot of videos which gave out wholesale tips and this and that. And all my videos, I try and keep them informative, educational, fun, and all that good stuff. And so what happened was there was a production company out of New York that was scouring YouTube videos for talents, okay? And they found my video, and the lady sent me a message, and I ignored it because I thought it was a scam, okay? I thought it was like, oh, hey, you'll be on TV, we'll make you famous or whatever. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you just want money. And so the lady, Tim, she contacted me through my Facebook page, my fan page. She found my personal phone number, my personal cell phone number. I don't know how she did that, but she called me. And so after like 5 or 6 contacts, I said, okay, well, let me give her a call up. Okay. And so I talked to her, and she was telling me that her boss was the head producer for House Hunters International. And so I did my Google research on him, and I said, oh, wow, this is legit. Okay. And so one thing led to another, and they flew out to Vegas where we're at. We had just moved there from Oklahoma. They did a teaser video where they did a 10-minute shot of what potential show concept would be like. They shot it over to HDTV. HDTV loved it, so they ordered a pilot episode. So we did a flip, and we did it in Oklahoma because they wanted us to do it in Oklahoma and not Las Vegas, because there's already reality shows out here in Vegas.
Right.
And so we did the pilot show. That got really, really good ratings. I think it was like about 1.5 million people that watched. And then they ordered 12-episode series and season. And so we did that the following year, and that was hell in a handbasket, Tim.
Wow. Well, what made it so? What's the negative? I guess the bad thing about it.
All right. So the bad thing about it is you lose your freedom. Okay. So when you're doing these TV shows, we had to do 12 fix and flips in the span of 9 months. Okay. Which is hellacious. Okay. I know you're a baller, and you have your sisters now, Pat. So like you could do it in your sleep, Tim. But me, little old me, I was drowning. Okay, with all those properties that we had to deal with. Okay, and so you lose your freedom. You're not able to come and go as you please as an entrepreneur, because you got to wake up at typically 7 o'clock, 6:30. I'm sorry, you got to be on set by about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then you're there till about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening.
Wow.
You're doing multiple retakes. Okay, to do a regular 27-minute episode. Okay, you typically are shooting about 60 to 100 hours worth of footage.
Wow.
Yeah, you're shooting that much footage. You're doing take after take after take. And I tell you, man, my wife, you know, like she used to love me, and she's all like, oh, hey, it's my little sexy bald chocolate man, you know, kissing me in my head and whatnot, making me feel good, Tim. But then, like, after a few months of filming, hey, she did not want to be around me. She was hating me, and and I'm serious. That stuff can wear down on the marriage, okay? And I know that there's an awesome couple that they're going through some issues right now, okay? And when you're at it for so long, okay, that can really, really wear down on your marriage and your relationships on TV.
Wow, I've never thought of it, you know, that from that perspective. So that was great.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't all bad. You know, we got really good things out of it. I mean, we got experience of, you know, filming and whatnot. And we have that to put on our resume. And so that's something that you can use as social proof of, hey, I know what the hell I'm talking about when you're the sellers and whoever.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. All right, cool. And then I know that you also teach other newbie investors how to get started in real estate investing. So share with us a little bit about that. What got you interested in teaching?
Yeah, so my dad is actually a college professor, a retired college professor, retired a few years ago. And so teaching has always been in my blood. I love teaching folks, Tim, and I love seeing people get from point zero to point hero, okay? I love seeing them have success. And the one thing that happened was as I started having success in real estate, people would reach out to me. And so I did the next thing on the evolution, and I created a coaching course, okay? And so that evolved. I got better at being a coach. People started having results. People started getting their first deal done for $5,000, $10,000, $12,000, whatever the case is. And so it just slowly progressed from there.
That's awesome. Okay, so if people want to learn more about you, your coaching, where would you like to send them?
Yeah, so if people want to know more about my coaching and what we do, I have a free webinar that you can log on at any time. Go to houseflippingdojo.com. That's houseflippingdojo.com. Sign up for the webinar, and you'll see a little bit about what we do, our systems, and it'll give you a basic blueprint on how to wholesale houses in your city.
Gotcha. Awesome. Do you have a martial arts background or anything? You have ninja, you have dojo.
Hey, all I'll say is I watched a few Bruce Lee movies at the tape.
That's what I was gonna say. You must have watched one too many Bruce Lee movies.
Right? Tim was like, "What's up with all this ninja stuff?"
That's awesome. All right, buddy. Well, Daniel, really great having you on this interview today, buddy. I got a ton out of this interview. I enjoyed a lot. I'm sure the folks listening also enjoyed greatly as well. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, hope you got as much value out of this as I have. Make sure you go out there, implement it. And with that, if you enjoy this interview, make sure you give us feedback, rate us, like us, share it with your friends. And happy investing. We'll see you on the next interview. All right. Bye, everyone.
And that's our show for today. If you have any questions or would like to get further training from Tim Mai, please visit our website at www.dodeals.com/Tim.